Did you know that one of America's most profound writers, who gave voice to the soul of a nation, faced unimaginable struggles, yet became a beacon of truth? James Baldwin wasn't just an author. He was a prophet, an activist, and a visionary. His words continue to echo through the fabric of American society today. Stay with us, because we're about to dive deep into the incredible life and legacy of James Baldwin. In today's video, we're going to explore how Baldwin's courage in confronting racial injustice shaped literature, politics, and the world at large. We'll also give you a peek into his personal life, his struggles, and his triumphs. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the movement of those uncovering untold stories of incredible Black figures like Baldwin. Let's dive in. James Baldwin was born on August 2, 1924, in Harlem, New York City, in the shadow of a deeply religious household. His mother, Bertis Baldwin, raised him in poverty, while his stepfather, a strict preacher, created a tense environment that shaped Baldwin's early years. Growing up in Harlem, Baldwin was surrounded by both the beauty and brutality of the Black experience in America. The neighborhood was a cultural hub, but racial discrimination and inequality were a constant presence. These early experiences would later fuel the fire of his writing. Despite these challenges, Baldwin found solace in literature. He looked up to writers like Richard Wright and Langston Hughes, whose work would help him find his voice. Baldwin, always a lover of words, used reading as a way to escape his harsh reality and to understand the complexities of the world around him. But Baldwin's love for writing wasn't just an escape. It was his rebellion against the injustices of his world. His journey as a writer would soon take him far beyond Harlem. In 1948, Baldwin made a bold decision. He moved to Paris to escape the suffocating racism he faced in America. Living in Europe offered him a sense of freedom that he couldn't find back home. It was there that he began to develop his unique voice, free from the racial prejudices that had plagued him in the U.S. His first major work, Go Tell It on the Mountain, published in 1953, was a semi-autobiographical novel that captured his struggles with religion, family, and identity. It was raw and powerful, a reflection of his own inner conflict with the world. But it was Notes of a Native Son, a collection of essays published in 1955, that truly set Baldwin apart. These essays offered an unflinching look at the effects of racism on the Black experience in America. Baldwin wasn't just a writer. He was a fearless critic of society, calling out the injustices that were often overlooked. Baldwin's voice began to reverberate across the world, and his influence grew. He became a leading figure in the civil rights movement, working alongside figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X to shine a light on the inequalities that plagued the nation. But Baldwin's rise wasn't without its struggles. As a Black author in the mid-20th century, he faced constant opposition from both the literary world and the broader society. His works were often seen as controversial, even dangerous. Yet, despite the pushback, Baldwin's works resonated deeply with those who understood the power of truth. The civil rights movement was a turning point in Baldwin's life. His 1963 essay, The Fire Next Time, was a blistering critique of America's failure to address its racial problems. Baldwin's words were prophetic, calling for an awakening that could heal the deep wounds of the country. Baldwin's place in history was cemented not just through his writing, but through his presence in the public eye. His famous 1965 debate with William F. Buckley at Cambridge University remains a pivotal moment in his legacy. Baldwin's sharp intellect and eloquence left a lasting mark on anyone who heard him speak. But fame came at a price. Baldwin struggled with personal demons, from the weight of his activism to his identity as a gay black man in a homophobic society. His personal life was a complicated mix of triumph and struggle, much like the themes he explored in his work. While behind Baldwin's sharp wit and powerful prose was a man who loved deeply, but often felt alienated. His relationship with his mother was one of support, but his identity as a gay man often left him feeling isolated. Baldwin's experiences of love and loss were woven into his writing, making it all the more poignant and relatable. Baldwin's friendships with other intellectuals and artists, like playwright Lorraine Hansberry, shaped his worldview. They exchanged ideas and challenged each other, forming a network of progressive thinkers who sought to change the world. But Baldwin was also constantly wrestling with America's racism and homophobia. His writing wasn't just political, it was personal. It was a reflection of the pain and frustration he felt as he navigated a world that refused to accept him for who he truly was. At his core, Baldwin believed that love could be the key to breaking down the barriers of hate. In many of his works, love, both as a revolutionary force and a redemptive one, was the only way forward. It was this deeply human perspective that made Baldwin's writing so revolutionary. Even after his passing in 1987, Baldwin's influence never waned. His work continues to inspire generations of writers, activists, and thinkers who refuse to turn a blind eye to injustice. Baldwin's writings have been rediscovered in recent years, finding relevance in today's social and political climate. Baldwin didn't just critique society, he gave it the tools to understand itself. His work challenged the status quo and sparked important conversations about race, identity, and what it means to be American. Today, Baldwin's words resonate more than ever. The Fire Next Time remains a powerful call for unity and justice. And Giovanni's Room continues to be a touchstone for LGBTQ rights. Baldwin's work is a timeless reminder of the fight for equality and the transformative power of storytelling. James Baldwin's life wasn't just about writing. It was about challenging the world to see the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. He stood at the intersection of race, love, and politics, offering a vision of a better America. His legacy endures because he dared to speak the truth when others stayed silent. If Baldwin's story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're just getting started with uncovering the lives of incredible Black figures who shaped the world. Hit the bell so you never miss a story that matters. Thanks for watching. Keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, truth is the most powerful weapon of all.